I am nobody to get into an argument with somebody like Elon Musk. Certainly that statement or the generalization was far too sweeping for it to be left unchallenged. Indian EVMs are very different from what the Americans know of EVMs, and I'm happy to give a tutorial on what the Indian EVM looks like and why it is more secure and certainly not what he says in terms of hackable. Technically, in theory, even SpaceX, the rocket, can be hacked, Starlink can be hacked. If I had infinite amount of money, every encryption can be decrypted. I think he is factually incorrect by saying anything can be hacked, anything electronic can be hacked. I think maybe Mr. Musk, who's of course a very, very intelligent and bright man, was commenting in the context of some EVMs in the US, specifically in Puerto Rico. And he made this very sweeping comment that all EVMs can be hacked. And of course, I am nobody to get into an argument with somebody like Elon Musk, but certainly that statement or the generalization was far too sweeping for it to be left unchallenged. And therefore, I pointed out to him that the Indian EVMs are very different from what the Americans know of EVMs, because the US and the Western world use connected devices. They are using traditional compute platforms that are connected to the internet as EVMs. And I pointed out that the Indian EVM is architected and designed to be safe and secure because there is no connectivity. And if there is no connectivity to Wi-Fi or 5G or the internet in general, there is no way to get in. And plus, the EVM, the system and the product is designed to be programmed in the machine, in the factory, and not reprogrammed anywhere else. So I said that, look, if there is a country that can design an EVM right and show the world, it is certainly the Indian EVM. And I'm happy to give a tutorial on what the Indian EVM looks like and why it is more secure and certainly not what he says in terms of hackable. To which he said everything can be hacked, and I said yes, technically in theory, even SpaceX, the rocket, can be hacked, Starlink can be hacked. If I had infinite amount of money, every encryption can be decrypted. If I had infinite lab resources and people and scientists, I can hack the cockpit of a jet or a cockpit of a rocket. All those things are technically feasible. But the EVM in India is a very secure machine because A, it is completely isolated from any connectivity. B, the individual machine in hundreds and thousands of numbers are kept under strict physical security. So this was not so much about an argument as much as I was clarifying to somebody who's sitting in the US and does not know what India is and what the Indian EVM is, and exchanging my views. And I said, look, in the end, we will all agree to disagree.
But sir, Elon Musk replied to you that anything can be hacked. After that, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi also supported the comment and referred to the EVMs as a black box that can be scrutinized.
So while I respect Elon Musk and what he has achieved, I think he is factually incorrect by saying anything can be hacked, anything electronic can be hacked. A calculator cannot be hacked. An electronic toaster cannot be hacked. So therefore, there is a limit in terms of where this paradigm of hacking and this can extend to, and therefore the EVM is not, and therefore I think Elon Musk hasn't understood what the Indian EVM is. The Indian EVM does not lend itself to being hacked because it is precisely a very limited intelligence device. It is a device that only counts the votes and stores the count. It is not a sophisticated machine that Elon Musk is thinking of that can be hacked, and therefore he is factually wrong. And look, I am not certainly Elon Musk, and I can't claim that I have launched rockets, but I also have a certain understanding of technology. To claim that there cannot be any secure electronic or digital product in the world is to then say every Tesla car can be hacked, every calculator can be hacked, every rocket, every aircraft can be hacked. And I think that is stretching the limits of what people understand of technology today. He is, of course, like I said, a very, very brilliant man and probably sees the future much better than most of us. But I think he is factually wrong when he says that there cannot be any machine that cannot be hacked.
So, as per you, sir, there should be a limitation, and one should should understand what can be hacked, but cannot be hacked. All devices, electronic. It's not
if you see the
same.
debate that has been joined by the Congress people, most of these people are people who are so happy with the narrative that the EVM can be hacked that they don't want to understand the underlying logic or technology. And at least 85-90% of the people who are so, including Rahul Gandhi and his cronies, who are jumping on this debate, have absolutely no sense of what the EVM as a system is and what Elon Musk is talking about of networked EVM. So it is for nice 3-4 days of entertainment pleasure. Now 2-3 days later, I think people like Kapil Sibal will go to the Supreme Court and make a case about EVMs. But in the Indian democratic context, the EVM is a far more secure, far more reliable means of collecting and counting votes than any paper balloting mechanism. We have seen years and years of paper ballots, and we know that the EVM is a much more secure, much more robust mechanism of democratically enabling the voting process. And again, as I said, the people who are jumping up and applauding Elon Musk's statement, Elon Musk is saying it in a particular context. He's saying it in a particular frame of reference of his understanding of what an EVM is. He certainly does not have an Indian EVM in front of him. He hasn't studied it. He doesn't know it. And therefore, once he understands what an Indian EVM is, he will come to the conclusion that we are all talking about today, that it is a very, very secure system.
Sir, after election result, no opposition blamed EVM. But now, after this debate, everyone jump into this, whether it's Rahul Gandhi, whether it's Akhilesh Yadav, they have raised so many questions.
There is a reason for it. I think there is a reason for it. For the last 10 days or so, I am watching with some amusement this so-called India Alliance people celebrating as if they have won something. The fact is, Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has won a third historic mandate given to him by the people of India. The fact is that Rahul Gandhi has had a third successive historic defeat. Now, if the Congress party is so desperate to distract its people and its workers from its defeat, that out of every defeat they are desperately looking for a victory. Now, if Elon Musk makes a technical comment about hacking of electronic products, suddenly for Rahul Gandhi it is an achievement. If they want to get little pleasures out of these things, more power to them. But the people of India, I just want to remind them, I want to remind Akhilesh Yadav ji also, that the people of India have already spoken and given a mandate to the NDA under Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. और वो ट्रेन चल पड़ा है. ये आप जो भी vexatious pleasure ले रहे हो through Elon Musk statements, enjoy it while you can.
Sir, after your this debate, the question asked by asking to the Kapil Sibal ji, he said Kapil Sibal ji on this that Rajiv Chandrasekhar is a learned person and such that he understands all the scientific aspects more than Elon Musk. What should I further say? If the Supreme Court has said that the trust in the government, machine and the Election Commission of India, if the SC gives a verdict based on trust, I choose not to say anything.
Look, I think Kapil Sibal is being sarcastic. I don't think Kapil Sibal will ever accept that anybody is more knowledgeable than him on any aspect of anything. But the fact is, I stand by what I said, and I think anybody who with a little bit of experience in technology, with a little understanding, or if not a little understanding, is able to read up and understand, will understand that what Elon Musk said is in a totally different context. Our EVMs are secure. Our democratic process is stronger because we use EVMs. The ability for people to exercise their vote fearlessly is strengthened because we have EVMs in our country. And the results good or bad for the ruling party, good or bad for the opposition, is determined not by EVMs, but is determined by the people of India and how they vote and who they vote for.